celebrating their escape from Egypt over a millennium before, and thousands descended upon Jerusalem to celebrate. Meanwhile, Jesus had been alone in the desert, fasting and praying for 40 days and 40 nights. His disciples had been waiting for him at Bethany, just a few miles away from Jerusalem, and they were concerned for his safety.
Martha! Martha! Is Jesus here yet?
No! Go and join the others! It's not safe!
Peter! John! Thaddeus!
Oh, Judas, where have you been?
So he's still not here?
No, not yet. We're still waiting for him. Now, come on, inside. It's Judas.
Martha! Hello, Martha!
Jesus! Where have you been? We have been so worried about you!
Been in the desert.
Oh, Jesus, I have missed your presence in my life. My sister Mary, she's the better one. She prays more than I am most time. Words that enter her heart. I just hustle around, seeking attention. Now I know it is you, Lord, that I must seek, even when you are not near me. Oh, come! Peter! John! The Master is here!
I've been praying to my Father.
You've been gone so long.
It's easier than
And temple guards, they're out looking for you. The high priest is out to catch you.
Master, you should have stayed away. You should have stayed in the desert where it was safe. Hello, Mary.
Come, Master, sit.
As written by the prophets, the Son of Man is to be offered up. Oh, it's those priests, Lazarus. They fear him. They fear him, so they hate him. Mary, I accept your offering. Thank you.
No, this is nothing but waste!
Yes, come down.
Why was this perfume not sold? And the money given to the poor, as we always do? This is pure oil of nard. Expensive stuff more than at least a year's wages.
Mary, you should have spoken to me first. I could have
Thought of something better!
Judas, you leave Mary alone. She's the beautiful thing. Now, this oil was used at my burial, but it's right that she's used it now. Judas, I tell you, wherever the gospel is proclaimed, Mary's name will be remembered. This act will be your memorial. Judas, the poor are always with you, only with you a little while. Come, this need not be so. Judas, it's written. All of you, you go inside. Peter, John, the end has now started. You must play your parts in what is to follow. What do you want us to do now then, Lord? I shall remain here at Lazarus' house until I go to face my destiny in Jerusalem. Soon comes the feast of the Passover. I want you to go and prepare a place for us in the city.
In the city, Master, we told you it's too dangerous!
I know what is to happen. I must be about my Father's business. I go by the will of the one who sent me. Peter, John, as soon as you set foot in the city, you'll see a man be carrying a pitcher of water. Go and follow him, to whichever house he enters. You give this message to the householder.
The teacher asks, where is the room in which I am to eat the Passover with my disciples? You're shown an upstairs room, all furnished and ready. You go there, prepare for us.
Peter and John reluctantly did what Jesus asked, and they went into the city of Jerusalem, the most dangerous of cities at the most dangerous of times for Jesus. But at the Passover, they tried to blend into the crowds, watching people going about their everyday business. But when the crowds were at their greatest, Jesus enters the city, riding not on the back of a conquering war horse, of an all-conquering Messiah that the people had wished for. No, he was on a humble, grey creature of peace. Jesus represents. Make no mistake, they want to be rid of him. Teacher!
If you are there, teacher, then rebuke your disciples for this great clamoring.
I tell you the truth. If these were silent, even the stones would cry out. To you now so that you may understand my teaching, to know what I stand for. I've not come to destroy the law or what the prophets have written. I've come to fulfill what has been written. I've come to give it true meaning. Blessed are you who are humble of spirit, who search to know the spiritual life. Yours will be the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you who hunger after righteousness, you'll be filled. Blessed are you all who mourn on this earth. Oh, you will be comforted. And blessed are the merciful. They'll see God. And blessed are the peacemakers. They will be called sons of God. And blessed are you all when men hate and exclude you because of me. Yours will be the kingdom of heaven. Don't worry about your lives. The food you eat, the clothes you wear. You see birds in the air. Look. Do they sow or reap? No, and yet the Father feeds them. What, are you not worth much more than these? You've seen lilies in the field. They don't labor, they don't spin, and yet I tell you that not even King Solomon, in all his splendor, was arrayed as one of these. So don't worry about your lives, and do not judge your lives.
Get away from it! Leave it! Master, come on! Let's get back!
You are willing. You can make me bleed.
I am willing.
Master, don't leave it!
Peter, I am willing. Peter, help me. to the priest. The priest will get a certificate of cleansing, and then she's to live amongst you again. Woe to you, scribes, Pharisees, teachers of the law! You shut out the kingdom of heaven in the faces of men. Oh, you clean the outside of the dish, but inside is full of greed and self-indulgence. Your Father knows what is in your hearts. So don't be a whitewashed sepulchre. Oh, so beautiful on the outside, but full of dead men's bones inside. Now I am taking her into the temple to pray.
And here we are in the temple, a place where people flock in their thousands seeking salvation, but turned by the priestly families into a marketplace where they sell sacrifices to the people, loaves to the poor, lambs, rams and oxen to the rich. The priests jealously guard their profits, and they even mint the money that the people have to use. You see, they were born into the line of priesthood, and they want to preserve it.
So this is how you treat my Father's house? How can this be? Does the law permit this? Do the scriptures say, trade in the temple? Do the scriptures say, trade in the temple? No. So get these out of here. Get these out of here! It is written, my house be called a house of prayer. You've turned it into a den of robbers. A marketplace of trade, avarice.
Stop it, guards! Guards!
How can pilgrims pray here with all this trade and avarice surrounding them?
It's lawful for the people to buy animals for sacrifice.
Not in my Father's house.
It's traditional!
Here dwells the Spirit of God. You want to trade? You go out into the world.
Guards! 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 Stop it! Guards! Guards! Stop it! Do you hear what these children are saying?
Haven't you heard? Out of the mouths of babes and children comes forth praise. It is written, my house shall be called a house of prayer for all nations.
By what authority do you do these things? Who gave you permission?
Give me my child!
I'll ask you one question. You answer me. I'll tell you by what authority I do these things. When my cousin John baptized these people in the River Jordan, was his baptism from heaven? Or was it from men?
If we say from heaven, he'll ask us what it is we believe in. But if we say it was men, the people will be angry with us. They think John was a prophet.
Tell me!
We better let it go. We can't go now. Right, them all needs to come on this way.
Tell me!
We don't know.
Come on.
And neither will I tell you by what authority I do these things. Oh, but I've a story for you. A man planted a beautiful vineyard. He built a wall all the way around it, constructed a wine press and a water tower in the centre. When it was completed, He rented it to some farmers. Went away for a long time. Now at harvest time, the owner sent a servant to the tenants, so they may give him some fruits of the vineyard. The tenants saw the servant and beat him. They sent him away empty-handed. So the owner sent a second servant. They beat him, sent him away empty-handed. The owner sent a third servant. They wounded him, threw him out, sent him away empty-handed. I'll send my beloved son. I'll send my beloved son. Perhaps they'll respect him. But when the tenants saw the son, oh, they talked about it among themselves. They said, look, it's the heir. If we kill him, then the inheritance will be ours. So they killed him. They threw out his body. Tell me, what then will the owner do? Well, will he not come? Will he not kill those tenants? Give the vineyard to others?
If this landowner represents God our Father in heaven, this can never be. Man would never kill God's son.
Never be us.
No? Well then you tell me, what is the meaning of that which was written? That stone that the builders rejected and threw away. This stone has become a cornerstone. You see, those who fall upon it, they'll be broken. And those upon whom it falls will be crushed! And I tell you this, all that was written by the prophets will be fulfilled. You destroy this temple, I'll rebuild it again in 3 days. This city of Jerusalem, it's rejected God.
Get him out! He's straight back, woman! Keep him back!
I tell you, this man is prophesying the destruction of Jerusalem. He's going to revolutionize our religion. He'll lead the people away from us.
And make us into a laughing stock.
And just what exactly are you men doing?
High priest.
Standing around here just talking, seeing all the things that he's done. What are you doing? Nothing. That man is a blasphemer, and we will stop him. He's a blasphemer. Must be stopped, or he will usurp our position. Romans will take away our authority. We are the rightful teachers of the people. We show them how to live, because we know the law.
We hear what you say. What do you want us to do?
What do I want you to do? What do I want you to do? I want you to stop him, of course. They think he's a prophet. Christopher, come here. Now look. I want you to find him. I want you to put out a reward for his capture, if necessary. Find him. And then bring him to me. We shall try him. I shall find him guilty and take him before the Roman governor, before Pilate, to have him impose the sentence of death on our behalf. Because it is far better that Nazarene should die than that the whole nation perish. So, you tell me when you have him.
Well, we have a clear order now, but the people are still confused.
We'll have to do it quietly or they'll riot.
Where does he go at night? We'll have to find out. Yes. Let's ask him.
You're one of Jesus' followers, are you not?
No one is my master but myself. Who's your master?
Caiaphas, high priest.
This Jesus, who's done all this, the people are calling him the King of Israel. The Romans would put down a popular champion.
They've got legions of men with swords and spears, and engines of war.
What chance would we stand against them?
What chance would anyone?
There will be much grief and bloodshed. But you, friend, you have your eyes open. You can see all this. You can see the folly of all this king-making.
Why is the high priest frightened of Jesus? Why does he not call him before the law?
Because we can't get hold of him alone. Wherever he goes, the crowd surrounds him.
But he could be taken at a quiet moment if he was on his own.
Well, he must rest sometime.
The high priest has offered a reward for assistance with his grand capture.
So?
30 pieces of silver. A man could set himself up with that. Buy a piece of land. In exchange for certain information. It must be reliable information, leading to certain capture.
It must not be bungled.
That would embarrass the Sanhedrin.
I have heard.
Heard what?
Just outside the city, on the Mount of Olives, is the Garden of Gethsemane.
Ah, we know it well.
A place of quiet, where a man may pray.
Or the Messiah?
I know nothing of that. That night, Jesus of Nazareth goes there to pray in the garden.
Hello?
Just a few of his disciples. They're off their guard right now.
I will be perfect. And the signal will be?
The kiss. Hail, Rabbi.
Send word to us when you're ready.
The disciples don't know what's going to happen. Jesus does. And it is for this reason that he calls them together. Because he knows that this will be his last supper.
The last supper.
It's here. Master, where have you been?
Master, we
So
prepared a room
dangerous.
as you asked.
Where's it going? Master, it's just so dangerous. There's spies everywhere.
You can unfortunately this past the feast. Wanted to be with you. To be with you before I suffer. I tell you, I won't eat this feast again until I eat it again, renewed in my Father's kingdom. See, in my Father's house there are many rooms. Go in there, prepare a place for you. But we don't know where you're going.
So how can we know the way?
I'm the way, the truth, and the light. No one comes to the Father except through me.
Lord, none of us have seen the Father.
How long have I been with you? 3 years, and you still don't know me. All those who have seen me have seen the Father. The Father's in me. I'm in him. These words I say to you, they're not just my own. Know that the Father is in me. You believe the evidence of the miracles, and you've seen the Father in me.
But Lord, why have you shown yourself
yourself to us, but not to the whole world.
Master.
We talking to them.
You're my disciples. So when I'm gone, we don't. You spread my word to all the world. You tell them that by me, God became man. Be afraid. So I'm with you always, even to the end of time.
Lord, why are you leaving us? Why are you going?
I go so that all mankind be saved. Generations still unborn, return to God. You see, by the suffering of my body, I'll leave an ever-burning reminder that I did not flee mankind's brutality. My death will be the price that I paid for mankind's sin and for his redemption. By this act, I'll remain alive. Alive when memories of conquerors and kings have all been forgotten. One of you eating with me, one of you will betray me.
Peter, it was you! I saw him looking at you!
Listen, you ask him who it is. Ask him.
Master, who is it?
When I should be fixed also.
No, he's not me! No! I've been pulling him.
What you're about to do, do quickly.
Oh, stop it!
Peter! Peter, it's written. He that ate bread with me will lift his heel against me.
Where is Judas going?
Peter,
He's going on an errand for the master.
sit your brothers down.
Come on, sit down. All of you, John, sit down.
Brothers, do as Peter says, sit down!
Listen to me. I'm to be the Passover lamb. I'm to be sacrificed. I'm to be sacrificed to atone for mankind's sins. Please, sit with me. Take this, all of you. Take it and eat. This is my body. It will be given up for you. So you eat this in remembrance of me. Take this, all of you, and you drink from it. This is a cup of my blood. It's the blood of the new and the everlasting covenant. It will be shed for you. It will be shed for many. Shed for the forgiveness of sins. Now, I won't drink of the fruit of the vine again. Drink it with me anew in my Father's kingdom. Yet a little while, am I with you? Where I'm going, you cannot follow.
I will.
Master, we'll follow you anyway. Master, how can you say that?
I give you now a new commandment. Love one another. Love one another as I have loved you. See, by this, all people will know that you are my disciples. Don't be afraid. I'm with you always. So you drink this in memory of me. Soon, man will pour out my earthly life. Yet as written in the scriptures, and as I've often told you, I will be raised up. But this very night, you'll all fall away from me.
Master, we know he's never fall away from you.
It's written, I will strike the shepherd,
And the sheep of the flock will be scattered.
and the sheep of the flock will be scattered.
But we are not sheep, Master.
Christ, my Lord Jesus, though they all fall away from you, I will never leave you.
Peter, you listen to what I say to you. This very night before the cock crows, you'll deny 3 times that
Peter, no, no, never, Master, never.
Not once, Peter. 3 times. Now, I don't have much time, and I must go and pray. I'm going to Gethsemane. Remember, I'm the true vine, and my Father is the gardener. I'm the true vine, you're the branches. Any branch of mine that does not bear fruit breaks off. Any fruiting branch will prune clean to make it more fruitful still.
But how? How can we be more fruitful?
A branch cannot bear fruit by itself. It must remain joined to the vine. In the same way, you cannot bear fruit unless you remain in me. Whoever remains in me, they'll bear much fruit.
Even though you have to leave us, Master.
If you heed my commandments, you'll dwell in my love forever. Just as I have heeded my Father's commandments and I dwell in his love. Love one another as I have loved you. Greater love has no man than this. He laid down his life for his friends.
So what do you want us to do now then, Lord?
I appoint you to go out. You teach the world as I taught you. Now the world will hate you, but you be of good cheer. I've overcome the things of this world. I've shown the way that all will follow. If I had not come, my yoke is easy. Burden is light. Now in a little while, I'll see you no more. And then after a little while, you will see me. Stay here. Stay here and keep watch for that.
We will watch, protect you with our lives. Thomas over there, Matthew here, Philip that way, Andrew here. Nathaniel that way, come on, spread out.
Papa. Father. To you, all things are possible. So, Father, I pray. Let this cup pass me by. And yet not as I will. Your will be done.
يوم أوضح دم حشودي لمعبد حي زاب اللحم في داو قاضي شطور بارخ قاضي وقصوا يا بنت المداو كدما سابقوا البنت والفور تلتا برودي نحن بيكون وحنا بساقين متقصير متهين وصوير حوبي والحاين للعالم علمي
Do not stay awake and keep watch just for 1 hour. Pray that you may spare the test. The spirit is willing, the flesh is weak. Father, the hour has come. Glorify your Son with the glory I had with you before the world was made. You've given me the power to give eternal life. Soon the world will know. Eternal life is knowing you, the only true God, and I, Jesus, your Son. Father, I've completed the work you sent me into this world to do. I taught your word to those you gave to me as my disciples, and they know that everything I've given them comes from you. I've given them the word, and they accept it. For a while, the world will hate them. Father, I pray for them. I ask that you keep them from evil. As you sent me, so now I send them. I send them to teach the world your love, that this may be a world of joy. My prayer is not for my disciples alone. It's for all who through them believe in me, that they may be one. As you, Father, are in me, I am in you. I pray they may also be in us. I pray they may be brought together in complete unity, that the world will know it is you who have sent me. Father, I pray the world will know you who sent me love you, even as you have loved me. Father, I'm no more of this world. I'm coming to you, still resting, still asleep. The Son of Man is betrayed into the hands of sinners. The traitor is upon us. Who do you seek? Remember the sign. I am he.
No, Master, no, you don't have to.
It's all right.
Hail, Rabbi.
Judas, would you betray me with a kiss? Put out your sword! Those who live by the sword, they'll die by the sword! What shall I not drink from the cup that my Father has given to me? Don't you know I could call upon my Father and once be sent more than 12 legions of angels? How then will what has been written be fulfilled? It must happen this way. You let it be. It's all right. You let it be. Even in this, it's all right. It's all right. Look, you're here. Come on. You let it be. Brothers, this is the hour when darkness rules.
Seize that man.
You take me for a bandit if you come with swords and clubs to arrest me. Day after day I sat teaching in the temple. You didn't lay a hand on me then.
Take him to the high priest.
Finally have Jesus in their grasp. Without the Master to lead them, the disciples ran away terrified. But Peter and John followed Jesus to see what would happen at the hands of the high priest, at the hands of the Roman governor, a man called Pontius Pilate.
Hail Caesar!
Hail Caesar! Good to see you, Justinius. Had a terrible journey. Tremendous crowds on the road. You can escort me to this trial you want me to conduct, so we can talk on the way. What is the situation?
It's still very tense.
Oh, I can certainly see that.
At this time of year, the people have a great religious festival, the Passover. The city population swells enormously. And then there are hoodlums and vagabonds of all sorts constantly being arrested and brought in. They've arrested a man called Jesus. They want you to make an example of him.
Well, who is he?
Oh, I'm not sure. They say he's got healing powers, but I recommend we support the priests, sire. The whole situation here is so volatile.
I cannot ask Rome for another legion. The cost of supplying troops out here on the edge of the empire is enormous.
You're very wise, Governor. But I believe that if we treat these priests well, they'll keep the peace here for us, for Caesar. They're powerful men among their own kind, and they want to preserve their position of authority. If we can help them, I'm sure they can be of use to us.
Very well, very well. Well, we'll deal with the matter in the morning.
Get this quick. Over there, right. Over here. Right back, start right back and work forward. Use your common sense. Right, nice and
How does it get so dirty?
Oi! What are you doing outside the palace? Look, there are two men here.
My friend and I are in Jerusalem for the Passover. We're just looking around the city, that's all.
At this time of night?
Yes. But it's freezing, isn't it?
That's an understatement if ever I heard one.
Oh, thank you. So what are you ladies doing up so late?
There's some emergency on. I should be at home in my warm bed instead of cleaning this house. God said Sunday. To arrest that preacher. Jesus of Nazareth. Just a minute. Just a minute. I've seen you with him.
Who?
Jesus of Nazareth.
No, I don't know the man.
Oh, yes. I've seen you preaching with him outside the temple.
Preaching outside the temple?
Yes.
No, I don't even know him.
Are you sure about that? Because you seem very interested in him. He's a Galilean. He's a Galilean! What are you doing here?
We told you. We're here for the Passover. That's all.
Peter! Peter, he's here!
I've never known him.
Let's get out.
This is the man, High Priest, who thinks he can draw all Israel after him.
He thinks he's a prophet. He forgives people's sins. He heals them. He even rewrites our law.
And now, High Priest, he says he can tear down our temple and build it again in 3 days. A temple that took 46 years to build.
I have long wanted to confront you. Jesus from Nazareth. Now, you have been performing all over the countryside. So I, Joseph Caiaphas, high priest, now put you on oath. I want you to tell me, are you the promised Messiah? Are you the Son of God? That's it! That's it! Blasphemy! We need no more witnesses! Condemn him! Condemn him! Condemn him!
Coming with the clouds of heaven.
Come on, give me that!
This man should be executed. Blasphemers everywhere. Beaten, killed. This man should be condemned.
Wait! Get him up! Take him before the Roman governor. Take him to Pilate! Excellent. I bring you greetings from
My time is short, Caiaphas. Why do you bring this man before me?
Oh, I will be brief, Excellency, but of course I do first crave your indulgence. You see, this man here has been causing huge problems, and so we have tried him, we found him guilty, and we now bring him to you for the sentence of death to be imposed upon him.
What is the charge?
Blasphemy, Excellency, of the most abominable kind.
Blasphemy! Blasphemy is not a crime against Caesar. It's no concern of mine. I'm surprised you need to turn to me on a question of law. You're not losing your grip over your people, are you, Caiaphas?
No, you see, it's not just blasphemy alone, Governor, no. But treason. Treason against the state of Rome.
Treason? Well, that is another matter.
This man has been causing so much unrest throughout the whole of Judea that we've become concerned. We're concerned that he may stir up a rebellion. So, of course, we bring him to you. We seek your help in preventing it.
If you are bringing a charge of treason, you better be sure of yourself. Under Roman law, there is no offence more serious.
Ah, well, he is calling himself the Messiah. The Messiah! That means the king, sent by God.
King? We want no more damned kings.
He has a great following.
Very well. I will see him myself.
Good. We shall talk to him, and you will see him.
Alone?
He will condemn.
My man, I hear you have healing powers. You are said to have the power of life over death. You've heard the accusations of your princes. And make no mistake, if there is a case of treason, I hold the power of life and death over you. Do you understand? I'm giving you a chance to plead for your life. You'd be wise to speak. Are you the king of these people?
You ask me this because you sense it may be so, or because of what others have told you?
I'm a Roman! How should I know? Your own people have handed you over to me. Are you healer or rebel? Which are you?
My kingdom is none of this world. If it were, my followers would have fought to protect me from the Jewish priests. No, my kingdom belongs elsewhere.
So you are a king?
The king is your word. My task is to bear witness to truth. All those who love death to truth. Hear and then understand things.
Truth. Truth. What is truth? I'm giving you a chance to plead for your life. Are you a king? Where is it that you come from? Speak! Speak if you do not wish to die. Surely you know I have the the authority to have you crucified or set free.
And you would not have that authority if you were not given to you from above.
The crowd are lusting for blood, and you will not answer my questions. I will speak to the people myself, and bring in Barabbas. People of Jerusalem! People of Jerusalem! I, your governor in Judea, at your feast of the Passover, allows one prisoner to be set free. That prisoner is Barabbas, and Barabbas deserves to die. I could, of course, release this man, Jesus of Nazareth, the healer. Which one do you wish me to release? Jesus?
Tell the Barabbas.
Or Barabbas?
Tell the Barabbas. Tell the Barabbas. Tell the Barabbas. Tell the Barabbas.
Is this an impartial crowd or a plaque under your thumb?
This is a crowd, Excellency. So outraged by the actions of this man, and so fearful of the danger that he represents, that they would quite clearly prefer to see the release of a vicious murderer. They are very excited, Excellency.
Have this man flogged. That would have chastened him and satisfied this crowd.
Centurion, take the prisoner.
Justin, they brought him to me on a trumped-up charge. I find him mild and gentle, not a dangerous rebel. I do not trust these priests.
Beware their subtlety, Governor.
Subtlety, huh? Let's see what fear will do. Flogging will surely impress his conniving face. Enough to drive them away. Caiaphas.
Excellent.
Caiaphas. Although this man will not answer my questions, I find his mild tempered manner not worthy of a crime of death. So I shall have him return to you flogged. That will have chastened him and satisfied your mob.
A flogging is not good enough, Governor. If this man is not released, well, then the crowd here will hold the power of Rome in contempt, and I shall not be able to guarantee the peace.
Caiaphas, the sight of his battered and bleeding body will surely satisfy your craving for revenge.
It's of no interest to me.
Look! Bring in the prisoner! Centurion, get the prisoner. Caiaphas!
Come on, gotta move on!
Caiaphas, come and look! Even you will be shaken by this! Behold the man. You say he aspires to be a king.
I say nothing of the sort. I do not say anything. He says he's a king.
King or not, he's just a man. Behold the man.
No! No, Pilate, no! No! We have no kings here.
Indeed, priest.
No kings but Caesar.
Indeed, priest, that is a statement I would expect from one of these leaders.
But, Excellency, if you choose to let this man go, there will be doubts. Oh yes, there will be doubts as to your judgment. Sanhedrin here, they know, I know, that you Romans are supposed to be here to protect us. So if you let this man go, I cannot be held responsible for the actions of the mob, and I shall be forced to say so to Caesar himself, if needs be.
Do you threaten?
Hail Caesar.
Hail Caesar! And fix me a bowl of water!
Water!
In the sight of you all, I wash my hands of the matter.
This man,
No, decision is to be made by you, the people, and the priests. What do you wish me to do with this man, Jesus of Nazareth?
Kill him. Kill him!
I am innocent! I am innocent of this man's blood!
Crucify him!
See to it yourselves! And release Barabbas! The King of the Jews!
No! No, Pilate, that is not accurate!
Not satisfied yet, Caiaphas!
You should write, he said he was king of the Jews.
What I have written, I have written. Proceed!
Jesus of Nazareth, you will be taken to the hill outside the city wall known as Golgotha, the place of the skull. And there, for the crime of treason against Caesar, and as an example to others, you will be nailed to a cross until you are dead. Centurion, no, proceed with the execution. Formal execution, square! Get a move on! Passover begins tomorrow! This is going to be finished by dark! Come on, move him!
Don't weep for me! You weep for yourself! You weep for your children! As men do these things whilst the wood is green, what will they do in time still to come?
Come on, King! Get up here! Come on, move! Move it! Move it! Come on! We're clearing our orders. We've got to get you up there.
Keep it moving! Get him out!
Come on, move it! Come on! I will see you up there!
Yeah!
this man up there. Now nail his hands. Hold his legs. May not be soldier's work, but just get it done. Now, raise him up. Come on, when you're ready, nail his feet. Father, forgive them! Forgive them! They don't know what they do! Say you're the king of the Jews! You could rebuild the temple in 3 days! Look at you now! If you could do miracles, save yourself! I
And us too! You could destroy the temple and build it again in 3 days. Well then, save yourself. He saved me that as himself he cannot save.
Look what the Romans have done to you! God, King! Save yourself! Leave him alone! Don't you fear God! We are the ones who disarmed us! Not him! Master! Remember me when you enter into your kingdom!
My son, I say to you, today you'll be with me in paradise. Son, you'll be with the Father. You'll be with the angels of heaven.
Look at this man row! It's all in one piece! Let's share it! Piece for you, piece for me!
No, don't tear it! No, don't tear it!
Let's tear it out!
No! Let's draw lots for it! Don't get stoned! Go on, don't get stoned!
Right.
Hurry up, come on! Quick! Now, give it to me! Right,
Look at that!
listen! Put hands it in!
Don't call me!
Come on! Which one?
That one!
Go on!
No,
Give us the ears!
What do you think you're doing? Provoke me again, and I'll have the skin off your backs. 6 lashes for the next man who steps out of line. Do I make myself clear? Sir! Give me that rope. Get on with it then. Are you men asleep? You don't know women who are held up like this.
This woman is the mother of your prisoner. Please let her be with me in this time of agony. Please.
Takes courage for a woman to see this through to the end. Very well. Well, this one, she can stay. I want no trouble, mind. Release them and let them through.
Dear woman. Dear woman. John, this is now your mother.
Every other house will love you as a son. All the love.
Lord. Eloy Lamassa Magdani!
Elijah! Let's Elijah help him now.
Oh my God! My God, why have you forsaken me? I thirst!
Get this man something to drink.
Sir, he'll have some something.
Get a move on.
Soldier, use that sponge. Put on the spear.
I thirst.
Right, give it to him.
Alright, King, have some of that!
Come on! Leave him alone!
Is it finished? Father, into your hands I entrust my spirit.
The veil of the temple. It's torn from top to bottom. Do you feel that? It's as though this one's gone. It's fear. Turn away, Mother. I don't want you to see this. I have to do it. I must be sure the prisoner is dead. It's a standing order. Don't feel anything now, I promise you. Inside. Was this man Son of God?
Sir? Sir? Sir?
Yeah. What is it?
It's getting dark. Must get the body down before nightfall. It's the Passover.
You're right. Finish off the other two, and then get this one down, but do it gently and respectfully.
Right, you and you. Break their legs, and then get this man down. Right, soldiers in position.
Right, lay him at his mother's feet. He's gone now, lady. I've seen many men die, and not like that. The punishment for guilt still forgave us. He must be gone, no mortal man could die like that.
Have we killed an innocent man? We should have listened to our hearts.
Centurion? Centurion?
What do you priests want now? Haven't you had enough?
I am Joseph, from Arimathea. I have here permission from the governor to take possession of the body of Jesus of Nazareth. May we take him away now?
Bodies normally go into the common grave. See what you have.
Can you move back, please?
It's the governor's seal. Let him go. What is yours? What are you going to do with it?
We will cherish his body and bury him in my own new tomb. This is all that we can do. Nothing can ever make amends for your most shameful of deaths. You alone, simply innocent. We are all sinners.
I'm glad you said that. I'm just a soldier. I'm not meant to have opinions. saw the way this man died. I tell you this, he was worth more than all your priests. And all our armies too. I'm a Roman telling you that. You take him and welcome.
Bring a stretcher.
Let's hurry.
Come
It's
in.
getting dark.
So Jesus suffered cruel, terrible agony on the cross, and he died. And through the graciousness of Joseph of Arimathea, he covered his body in a linen cloth. Set his head. And he picked him up and took him to a tomb. grief and despair of the disciples was overwhelming. How could they bear the loss of their beloved leader? How could they keep alive their mission to follow his example? Without Jesus, they were lost. Without the master to lead them, as Jesus had said, without the shepherd, the sheep of the flock will be scattered, and they were scattered. Most of them stayed in hiding in their homes, terrified that the authorities would not be satisfied with just one death. Early on the following morning, the day following that which had been both Sabbath and Passover, as early as they could, and whilst it was still dark, Mary Magdalene and some of the other women set out in the cold grey of dawn to the tomb. They are full of pure love and simple faith, and they have with them oil and perfume to anoint our dear Lord's body.
Stay there. Body's gone. Our Lord is gone. But we saw him put him in there. No. Go and get Lord's body. Someone has stolen him. Go and get the others. Go and get them. Go and get the disciples. Go and get the disciples, please. It is only the third day, and already life is so... And now the body has been stolen.
Why are you weeping? Who do you see?
My Lord Jesus Christ. Sir, if it is you who have taken him, please tell me where you have laid him, and I will anoint his body there.
Mary. Why do you look for the living and not the dead?
I just don't know you see. I saw you die. I saw your body blazing in this tomb. I came to anoint your body.
Remember that I said to my brothers, I'll be captured, tortured, crucified, and that on the third day I will rise again.
You see, all has come to pass.
Go to your brothers. Go to them and tell them, I have risen.
What's happened?
Who's written?
John! The tomb's empty. And look.
Peter?
This is the club that was ransacked. We did it separate from the living bandits before they left. This was not Robert's work.
Peter, Mary is saying that Jesus is risen, and I so want to believe her, but I don't know if I can possibly.
Peter! John, don't be afraid.
Master? Master, you are dead.
Lord, have you risen from the dead?
It's written by the prophets.
Will you be with us forever now, Lord?
I'm with you always. Even when you cannot see me or touch me. I'm in all people's hearts who search to know me. Reach for me, I'm there.
Why have you come back to us? We're just fishermen. It's the entire world that needs you.
John, I've come for the world. My resurrection is the sign that all the sins of the world have been forgiven. My death the sacrifice. My resurrection is sign. You are the witnesses of this.
Thomas isn't here.
Go to him. Go to him. All my followers are to be fishers of men. Your task is to spread my word. Love your neighbors as I have taught you, so that the world will know you are my disciples. And I tell you that down the ages when conquerors and kings are all forgotten, through your words, they will know me.
How can I believe that? How can anyone believe that? Unless I can put my fingers into the hole made by the nails in his hands, unless I can put my fist into the wound made by the spear in his side, I can't believe it at all. He's dead! He's dead.
Peace be with you, Thomas.
Forgive me. My Lord, my God.
Because you saw me. The rest of those who have not seen me. Peter, come and walk with me a little way. Simon Peter. Do you love me?
Well, yes, Lord. You know that I love you.
Then you feed my lambs. Peter, do you truly love me?
Yes, Lord, you know that I truly love you.
You tend my sheep. Peter, do you love me above all these?
Lord, you know all things. You know that I love you above all things.
And you feed my sheep. You be the shepherd of my flock. Peter, you're old. Now stretch out your hands. You'll bind me. Now take you where you do not want to go.
Me, crucified.
This is how you will spend it. My church. You be its rock. You make the truth ring out for all to hear, that it may last forever. This is the last time you will see me, till I come again. I've done my Father's will. I've taught his word. I've lived, suffered, and died as foretold in the scriptures. So go now, each one of you, and be my disciples. You love my church. You be its strength that it may offer salvation to all mankind. You spread my faith. Praise the Father. Keep his commandments that the world may grow in peace. Generations still unborn, they'll live in fellowship, in harmony. Open your hearts. Repent. Seek him who sent me. Forgive those who sin against you, and you will also receive forgiveness. Be bold. Teach love, that man should treat his neighbor as himself. Live my word, and by your actions show love for your neighbor. Have faith. Share with me in prayer the burdens of your lives. Take courage. My yoke is easy. And know that my spirit is in you, every one of you. You search for me, I'm there. I go now to my... I leave you.
My brothers and sisters, as Archbishop of Westminster, it's my pleasure to thank the players